Welcome to the Astral Weather Report for February 12th through 17th, 2026. I'm Jeremy Eugene Wilson with the Light Army. I come on every 6 days to share with you the astrological changes to our neutrino weather that affect human behavior. So it's not a distraction, a disruption, or confusion, and doesn't create drama in your life. So you can use this energy to your benefit, to leverage it, to achieve your goals, your outcomes, and stay on track. So this next 6 days, the theme is about devoted commitment, right? This is all about like devoting to what you desire the most. And so the theme is really about emotional intensity meeting your sacred commitments. Really, by definition, what does devotion mean to you? So what you can expect mentally and emotionally, this cycle typically amplifies emotional intensity in general. So all emotions are going to feel like a bigger deal. It's really important that you move your body, get out, get in nature, get to the gym. Subtle movement doesn't mean you have to go hard. Just keep energy and emotion in motion, right? Because you'll feel a lot more passion. You'll feel a lot more craving in your desires, and there'll be kind of a subconscious pressure with your existing commitments. There's things you've committed to that feel like obligation versus devoted commitments. So there will be some things that you struggle to follow through with. Can really affect your endurance, your resiliency. So overall, people will feel some strong emotional highs and lows this next few days. There will be a powerful attraction toward people, goals, experiences. But there's also a fear of committing fully, right? Or over committing to things impulsively. So there's this pressure to prove your loyalty, your consistency, your reliability overall. And the emotional tone it's deep, right? There's a lot of emotions, a lot of energy. It's pretty consuming for a lot of people. So this is desire that wants embodiment, not fantasy. The difference between dreams and goals and fears and fantasy, not much. It's our commitment levels. You have what you commit to. So rather than get focused on your vision board and your dreams and your goals, get really clear on what you can commit yourself to without hype, I would say. So yeah, it's just commitment without emotional honesty is always going to drain you. So the sun has moved into the 30th signature. This is gate 30 in human design. It's the gate of desire and emotional intensity. They call it the clinging fire in the I Ching. So this can show up in a distorted way as just emotional overwhelm. You can feel depressed, you can feel angry, you can feel blocked, stuck, over attached to things, right? Unwilling to let a door close, knowing that three are going to open, and just chasing passion without grounding in your presence, right? So this is all about head in the clouds, but keep your feet on the ground. Stay grounded in committed action and habitual action, more importantly, that makes your goals, your dreams, your deepest desires inevitable instead of hope. So yeah, the greatest way to connect to this is like, what do you want most? The mind always wants comfort, so the mind is always going to have thoughts about wanting more money, more freedom, more time. The body just wants a break to experience its senses without the pressure of the mind. But the soul, at the deepest level, where do you want to grow? That is your sacred desire. Where I want to grow, where I want to grow the most right now. And that could be physically, mentally, emotionally, socially, financially, spiritually. Just get really clear on your sacred desire, the divine desires of your heart. Create some emotional clarity. Emotional clarity doesn't mean like, should I stare, should I go, what do I want? That's more about, can I commit to this? Even the parts of this that suck. It's like last year I decided to jump into music. Writing music's fun, sorting through beats to find the right vibe is fun, recording in the studio is fun, and then even the mixing process is fun. But am I willing to devote myself with the same passion to creating the music as I am to promote it and get it out there and share with the world? And the answer is yes. And this year it's going to be an opportunity cost and a sacrifice to make sure I get that music out. But I have the emotional clarity, and the passion is directed through the purpose of knowing, not that I want to get famous with music or get signed by some label, but I wanted to create the impact that it created for me in writing it. So that might not be the best example, but the key is like, can you create emotional clarity around the commitments required to achieve the things you know your heart wants. And the core lesson of Gate 30, the 30th signature, is just like, desire in your heart becomes transformation when you let it refine you, not control you. So there are things you're going to have to let go of. The past, traumas, previous commitments. One of my favorite little quotes related to this is, I can allow this thing, this memory, this experience, or this thing I know I need to let go of. I can allow this to refine me, define me, outshine me, or I can choose to leave it behind me. I let go. And it is true. Letting go is not always easy. Sometimes it can feel scary stepping into the unknown, but you can't grab hold of great while you're holding on to good. And it is true that when one door closes, three more open. So the earth has moved into the 29th signature. This is all about commitment, perseverance, and human design. They call it Gate 29. It's the yes energy. In the I Ching, they call it the abysmal. It's all about perseverance and resilience. And the way this shows up in a distorted way is just overcommitting to things, saying yes to prove worth, right? To prove you care. Just pushing through endurance without actual alignment of your deepest desires. And the way to create alignment is devoted consistency. Like I said, what are commitments you can uphold every day, regardless of outer conditions? What did the enlightened person do before they were enlightened that they continue to do after they were enlightened? Chop wood, carry water. And I love that phrase because once upon a time, it didn't matter how much money you had, you still had to make sure you keep the house hot and water to drink. So chop wood, carry water. It's like, what can you commit to through the good, the bad, and the ugly? Conscious commitment. So it's like getting clear on what you're really committed to. Like you can be committed to a project, a person, a business, whatever that might be. But what is the actual action steps to commit to whatever that devotion is successfully? And ultimately endurance through integrity is the other way to create alignment. It's just how do you find gratitude even for the suck along the way to success? So I guess I would just say that the core lesson in this is your power, your energy grows when your yes is sacred, when it's not just automatic, right? So just definitely avoid over this next 6 days any emotional impulsiveness or committing from excitement instead of actual clarity, staying loyal to the paths that drain you just because you said you would. Like you got to find a way to course correct that one way or another, even if that's to create a fair exchange. Make sure that there is a path to reclaim your energy. Maybe it means you recommit with new timelines, new terms with yourself, with partnerships, with agreements, with your relationships. But just, saying yes, not to let others down, lets you down. It's self-betrayal. So anywhere you're still saying yes and you feel that, revisit it. The best way to get the most out of this is just, let your passion reveal your priorities. Like what lights you up? What are you the most passionate about? Like my friend Tom McCarthy says, focus on less and obsess. Just choose fewer commitments with deeper devotion, including people. I'd rather have 10 dimes than 100 pennies. I'd rather be unified in mission and vision and purpose with the people in my life than diluted, right? And it's a concentration versus delusional game. So build deeper with fewer. Definitely use any emotional intensity this week as fuel for focused action, getting shit done. Don't allow that energy to sit and spin and scroll the news feed and compare your life to others and think about where you want to be versus where you are. Get out of the funk. Action kills all doubt, all fear, all anxiety. Use any emotional intensity that comes up this week as fuel for focused action. It's not ready, fire, aim. It's ready, aim, fire. And so when that energy's there, you're ready. Just aim at something that will move you closer to your goals and take one step. Oftentimes we forget that the law of inertia and physics is all about momentum, and energy in motion tends to stay in motion unless met with equal or opposite resistance. So just practice discipline follow through this next week. Review every active commitment and reassess how that aligns with your current desires, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Pause before you say yes to anything. Ask if it's sustainable. Ask if it's something you'd be willing to do all the time. I do this with my team at times when we're taking on clients or projects. I'm like, man, this sounds exciting now and the money sounds great, but do you want to have 43 phone calls with this person this year? So just pause before you say yes and really evaluate sustainability, the emotional commitment to whatever that thing is. Also, just channel any emotional intensity into structured progress. I know I've anchored on that, but mind your breath, mind your step. Like when you have heavy emotion hit, what is it you're distracted from? Say out loud, what am I distracted from that my heart wants the most? And turn that energy toward progress. What is one thing, one major goal, one decision, one connection, one idea, one strategy I can move forward related to that? And then go. Practice just daily consistency in that one area to move that domino into topple mode, aka momentum, and see where it goes. Track, how the progress lands, and track what energizes you versus what depletes you this week. Last but not least, just a couple questions to be with. Where am I chasing intensity instead of honoring devotion? And like what I would really focus on this week and be with this question. Write this question down somewhere if you'd like to have a breakthrough. Like, what commitments in my life right now deserve deeper loyalty, deeper devotion, and which ones require honest release, right? What commitments deserve deeper loyalty versus release and letting go? You can choose to let the past, you can choose to let your current commitments, you can choose to let your current circumstances define you, refine you, outshine you, or you can choose to leave them behind you. And the only way to do that is let go and commit to what you're becoming, what you already are in the future, and ultimately live from gratitude, that place. So that's the Astral Weather Report today. This next week begins the first 12, it's actually a 10-week cycle inside the Breakthrough Lab. So if you want to make more money in your business with modern relevant methods to do that, we can help you unlock the levers and the buttons to make more money right now, to expand your empire, to take your business from a self-employed practitioner to an actual company that you can exit, scale, grow capital from. And also, every other week we shift into helping you transform your inner world. So your identity, quieting the inner critic, killing off the imposter syndrome, stopping the mental battles, eliminating emotional resistance, and really seeing yourself empowered as the soul in control. So if you'd like to know more about that, you can go to lightarmy.com/lab and enroll. We meet every Wednesday at 12 MST. And this week starts the first of a 10-week cycle that will repeat 4 times a year and build on each. There will be no repeats or replays. There will be common themes. So we'd love to have you there. In the meantime, keep in mind that's only available for the first 100 members. We're going to open up the community this week, and we'll get 20, 30, 40 people in there over the next 7 to 10 days. And once it hits 100 members, it will be a paid community. So people have charged literally tens of thousands of dollars for the same level of knowledge. I just want to be useful and helpful. And it's a great altruistic way for me to not only earn trust with my audience and community at a deeper level, but to create impact. So would love to share in that with you. In the meantime, remember what you are, remember what you are not. You are not your thoughts, you are not your emotions. You are the soul in control. Shine on. Bye for now.